Whoa, 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 whoa. Hi guys, I'm your host Landon. You might remember me from the upper episode, and I'm just starting to get a little dizzy here since I've been floating. Today we're talking about the planets Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. First, we're going to talk about Mercury. Mercury, on one side, if it's facing left of the sun, it's really hot. When it's not, it's super cold. You're going to... And then around the sun, it does fast. It's hard to see, because of its location. Here's Earth. Here's it. Way away. On night, it's freezing cold. Really cold. The best time to see Mercury is 6:30 p.m. If you're 10 on Earth, you live 40 years on Mercury. Is that amazing or what? Some on Mercury are much longer. The hours are longer. Mercury's core, the smallest planet, is metallic. This planet is closer to the sun than us. We have the perfect spot. So one day on Venus is 8 months on Earth. That's really long. Venus and Earth have an iron core and they're sisters because they have an iron core and they have the same size. If you stepped on Venus, you're probably wet. You know the sun? Atmosphere, the planet's atmosphere, the sun, it gets trapped. And here's inside of it. When there's too much, it goes really fast to make it super hot. You don't need to see a telescope or something to see. You can see with your own eyes. That's why I'm talking about Earth. The Earth's name is called Blue Planet because it has a lot of water in it, which is 70% and it's blue. Earth's distance from the sun makes it perfect for living life. Earth is the 5th largest planet in our solar system. So Earth's mass is responsible for the gravity. Now I'm going to do a cool experiment with the layers of Earth. Food coloring, cake mix, and cooking spray. And this is frosting, eggs, and then oil. 3 eggs per buck. 3 plus 3 is 6. First we need to get the eggs out. Yes. 1. It beats. That got on me. Before we wash our hands, we throw the eggs away. 1 third plus 1 third equals 2 thirds. And in here first. Very careful. Not so hard. We need 2 cups of water. So let's get water. Next, we have to put it in here. Now we need to put the cake mix. This is a big guy. There's 4 bars. We need to make them in equal parts. And we're going to do a full color. Each one is going to be a different color. There's 1 spoon for each ball because if they mix that, we're going to use spray. And ask our grown-up wisdom how to pour 1 color at a time in a pan. So cook it for 20 minutes. Now we're going to frost in between each layer. The Earth has 4 layers, like our cake. And a cornmeal and crust. Let's try that cake. sorry guys. He's really cold. Mars is smaller than Earth. It's colder than Earth because it's farther from the sun. There's water on Mars, but it's frozen. Scientists might know, they don't know if there's life on Mars because this water, we said water, right? It's frozen. Might be of like hundreds of years ago, before we were around, there used to be life on that planet, and maybe. Scientists don't know yet. So Mars have 2 moons, and they're Phobos and Deimos. They're weird names, and they're little 2 weird moon rocks. One looks like this, then this, and something looks like a circle, but like very small, like that big. Next, we're going to talk about Jupiter. It's the biggest planet in our solar system. How the sun is made out of hydrogen and helium. Jupiter is made out of hydrogen. The gravity is super strong, though, because of its mass. Jupiter is a gas piston. You might notice when you go deeper, more pressure comes. And it gets hotter. At 600 miles, and hydrogen turned into a liquid. Is that amazing, guys? There's a big red spot on Jupiter, and it's wider than Earth. It's between a zone and a band. Jupiter has 79 moons. Everyone, we're going to talk about Saturn today. When you look close, it's crumbly. Did you know the light hits on the rings to reduce color? Oh, a moon called Titan. It might support life because of its atmosphere. 764 of our world can fit in one Saturn. The surface of Saturn is old gas. Did you know? Everyone, we're talking about Uranus. Astronomers, they believe an object might have crashed and then it went past by. That's how it got its tilt. And it's so tilted, it looks like it's just on its side, but it's not. So it looks to us blue and green because the atmosphere absorbs color. Is that interesting? But what? The surface of Uranus is not solid. Uranus has more than 20 moons. Now we're gonna finally talk about Neptune, the last one in the whole 8. It's hard for astronomers to see because it's so far away. Neptune's rings compared to Saturn's are more smaller and more regular. So Triton is a moon, and it's special because it does the opposite direction, and it's braking. That's how it gets its ring. Is that amazing? Neptune is so cold because it doesn't receive a lot of actually light and heat, so it's really cold. Thanks for learning me today. It made my day happier. I should float. Whoa! Thanks for learning with me today. It was the best thing in the world I ever done. Well, subscribe to my channel anyway.